So electric dipole in external electric field. External electric field. Clear? So let us see. Okay, ma? So therefore, this is an external electric field, and first condition is uniform electric field. Clear, ma? Uniform electric field. What is meant by uniform electric field? Uniform electric field means what? So if you place a unit test charge anywhere in this electric field, then that unit test charge will experience same amount of force. That is called as uniform electric field. No? For example, if you place a test charge Q0 here, it experiences a force of F1. If I place a test charge same Q0 here, it will experience a force of F2. Definitely F1 should be equal to F2. This is called as an uniform electric field. Are you able to understand? Ma? Now this electric dipole, it is present in this uniform electric field. How? Let us see. So this is the negative charge and this is the positive charge. Clear, ma? So both of them, they are separated by a distance of 2a. 2a is the distance between them. Clear, ma? So dipole is present like this, which is making an angle of theta. This is the angle made by the dipole with respect to the external electric field. Clear? Now can you say positive charge will experience force in which direction? Dipole is a combination of two electric fields, no, ma? Positive charge and negative charge. Clear, ma? Positive charge of the dipole, it experiences force in which direction? If electric field is in this direction, what is the meaning of this one? If electric field is in this direction, it means that positive charges are present on this side, no? That is the meaning of electric field. Already we have studied, no? Basics you should be very, very, very clear, ma. If basics are not clear, you can never understand what is happening here. Clear? So if this is the direction of electric field, it means positive charges are present on this side. So what is this charge? This is also positive charge, no? So it will experience force of attraction or force of repulsion. Definitely force of repulsion. So this will be the direction of force experienced by the positive charge. And how much force it will experience? F is equals to Q into E. This is the direction, my equation for force, no? F is equals to Q into E. Clear? Similarly, here we have negative charge, no? This negative charge will experience force of attraction or repulsion? Force of attraction. It means force will be in the direction of electric field or opposite to the direction of electric field? Opposite to the direction of electric field. So magnitude it will be same, no? So because here also Q is charge is Q only, here also charge is Q only, and here also magnitude of electric field E only, here also magnitude of electric field is E only. So here also force will be Q into E. So positive charge will experience force in this direction. Negative charge will experience force in opposite direction. Are you able to understand, ma? So therefore I want to calculate torque. Torque experienced by this dipole. What is meant by torque experienced by the dipole? When two forces are acting in equal and two equal forces are acting in opposite directions, this dipole will tend to rotate, no? This dipole will tend to rotate. That effect of rotation we call it as torque. Are you able to understand, ma? Now, can you say what is the formula of torque? Tau dash can be written as R dash across F dash. Similarly, in a scalar form, tau can be written as R into F into sine theta. This is the formula of tau. Clear, ma? So R into F into sine theta. Clear, ma? So tau can be written as, what is the distance between these two charges? 2a, no? This is called as R. Force experienced by either charge is how much? For the force experienced by any charge is Q into E into sine theta. This is how I can write, no? Torque can be written as R into F into sine theta. R is the distance between 2 points. Force is the force experienced by any one charge. And theta is the angle between R and F. Are you able to understand, ma? Okay. So therefore, what is 2A into Q? 2A into Q is what? Q into 2A. Electric dipole moment, no? Previously we have studied, no, ma? So, P dash is equals to Q into 2A dash, no? Already we have studied, no? Which is called as electric dipole moment. Are you able to understand, ma? So therefore, torque, how I can write? Torque can be written as P into E into sine theta. Torque can be written as P into E into sine theta. Are you able to understand, ma? So this is the form of AB sine theta, no? So in cross product, what we will study? A dash cross B dash is equals to C dash. And magnitude of C dash is how much? AB sine theta. This is what we have studied in vectors, no? Clear? So this equation also, it is exactly in the form of AB sine theta. It means that torque is the cross product of P and E. That is the meaning of this one, no? Torque is the cross product of dipole moment and electric field. So therefore, in vector form, how I can write? In vector form, I can write tau dash is equals to P dash cross E dash. This is how I can write the direction of electric field. Okay, ma? So this will be the torque experienced by the dipole when it is placed in an external electric field. So tau dash is equals to P dash cross E dash. Okay, and how to find out this direction of torque, ma? Torque is a vector quantity, no? So how to find out its direction? Direction of torque is calculated by right hand rule for cross product, no? Right hand rule for cross product. Place your right hand on first vector, rotate towards second vector, thumb gives the direction of resultant vector. Already we have studied, no? What is the direction of P dash here? Direction of P dash. P dash is in which direction? P dash in the direction of negative charge to positive charge. Already we have studied, no? P dash will be always in the direction of negative charge to positive charge. And electric field is in which direction? Electric field is in this direction. Clear? So P dash cross E dash. What is the direction of thumb? Thumb is perpendicular and inside the board. That is the direction of torque. Clear? Come on, make a note up to here. Now what happens if this dipole is present in non-uniform electric field? Clear, ma? So what is meant by non-uniform electric field? Non-uniform electric field means, see, ma, if this is electric field, electric lines of force are arranged like this. Clear? Then this type of electric field I can call it as uniform electric field. So wherever you place a test charge will experience same amount of force. Are you able to understand, ma? So if instead of electric lines of force present to be in this direction, when electric lines of force are present like this. Clear? Now can you say, is this an uniform electric field? No, definitely it is not an uniform electric field. It is a non-uniform electric field. Are you able to understand, ma? Okay. So, for example, if I place a test charge here, Q0, and if I place same test charge here, same Q0, clear? Now, this test charge will experience same force or different force. Different force. Definitely it will experience a different force, no? Okay. Now, where force experience will be greater, can you see? Here. So, let here force experienced be F1, let here force experienced be F2. Now, can you say what is the relation between F2 and F1? Which one is greater out of these two? Definitely F1 is greater. Why F1 is greater? Because already we have studied the properties of electric lines of force, no, ma? In the last class. What are the properties of electric lines of force? If electric lines of force are concentrated very closer to each other, then force experienced by the charge will be greater. The density of electric lines of force, if it increases, E value, electric field value also increases. If electric field value increases, force also increases. Because what is force? Force is equals to Q into E, no? If E value increases, force also increases. So definitely I can say F2 is less than F1. Clear, ma? So here charge will experience a lesser force, here charge will experience a greater force. So this is what is called as non-uniform electric field. Clear? Now what happens if I place a dipole in a non-uniform electric field? Clear, ma? So this is the direction of electric field, and here I am placing a negative charge and a positive charge plus Q, clear, ma? Which are separated by a distance of 2a. Are you able to understand? Now if I place a dipole like this, now can you say what will happen? Now can you say what will happen? Clear, ma? So will this one experience a greater force or will this one experience a greater force? Clear? So positive charge will experience force in which direction? Positive charge will experience a force in the direction of electric field, no? Net electric field. So net electric field will be in this direction. So this will be the force experienced by positive charge. Clear, ma? Negative charge will experience force in which direction? Negative charge will experience force in opposite direction, again in the direction of net electric field. So this is F2. Clear? So definitely I can say magnitude of F1 is greater than magnitude of F2. That's all, no? Because positive charge is present where lines are concentrated greater. Negative charge is present where spacing between the electric lines is larger. Are you able to understand? So definitely F1 experiences greater force, F2 experiences lesser force. And magnitude of F1 and F2, they are not equal, no? So magnitude of F1 and magnitude of F2, they are not equal. If they are not equal, then can you say what will happen? If two forces, if they are equal and opposite, dipole will rotate. That is what we have studied in the previous condition, no? If two forces are, here what is happening? See, previously what we have studied, so this is electric field and this is the dipole. That's all, Nama. Here also it will experience same amount of force, here also it will experience same amount of force. So in this condition, can you say what is the net force? F net is how much? When dipole was placed in uniform electric field, what is the net force? Net force is 0. Net force is 0 in this condition. Why net force is 0? Because two equal and opposite forces are acting. Clear, ma? If net force is 0, F net is equals to mass into acceleration, no? F net is equals to mass into acceleration. So A is equals to F net divided by M. So which is equal to 0. Okay, ma? So what is meant by acceleration of this dipole is 0? What is meant by acceleration of the dipole is 0? Acceleration of the dipole is 0, it means that this dipole will not translate. This dipole will not move from one place to another place because its acceleration is 0. Then what is the effect of these two forces? These two forces are responsible for rotation of the dipole. Are you following, all of you? This forces which are acting in equal and opposite direction, they are responsible for rotation only. For translation, these forces, they are not responsible. But here what is happening? Here what is happening? There is some net force, no? Here what is the net force? Net force is, I can definitely calculate, it is F2 dash minus F1 dash. So F net is how much? F1 dash minus F2 dash. This is the net force. Always net force produces acceleration. So therefore here what is the direction of acceleration? A is equals to F1 dash minus F2 dash divided by M. Clear, number? So in this condition, definitely there is some acceleration. And if acceleration is present, what will happen to this dipole? Dipole will accelerate. Okay, ma? So because of these two forces, rotation also will be produced, no? And because of net force, acceleration is also produced. So therefore this dipole, what it will happen? It will rotate. Similarly, it will move in a straight line. Are you able to understand, ma? So clear now, ma, all of you, what is happening here? So previous condition, net force was 0. If net force is 0, acceleration also is 0. Acceleration is 0 means body cannot move in a straight line. Just it will rotate. But in this condition, definitely there is some net force. Net force always produces acceleration. So this dipole, it moves in a rotational motion as well as it moves in a translatory motion also. That is what will happen. Clear, ma? So make a note up to here. So here what is the note point here you have to write? Note point is that because there is some net force, dipole will accelerate. Similarly, dipole will move in a rotational, that is, it will rotate also. That is the note point which you have to write there. Clear? Okay. So, similarly, same. Newton's third law. F is equal to ma. Note point, write down the note point, I will write. Note point is here in non-uniform electric field, here in non-uniform electric field, what happens is, clear, ma? So as there is net force, dipole will move in translatory motion as well as rotational motion. Clear, ma? Why rotational motion? Rotational motion because of the because of opposite forces. Clear, ma? Which is responsible for rotation. And translatory motion is because of net force. Clear? So because of these two forces, dipole will accelerate as well as it will rotate also. So this is what is happening in dipole is placed in non-uniform electric field. Clear, ma? So let us consider this is the direction of electric field. Clear, ma? And here electric field magnitude is increasing. Let us suppose what is the how electric field is changing, ma? Strength of electric field, let it be increasing. So if I place a dipole here, so this is negative charge and this is positive charge. Clear, ma? So this dipole is parallel to this electric field. Previously dipole was not parallel to electric field, no, ma? So that is why it will rotate here. Now what is the condition? This is the direction of electric field and electric field magnitude is increasing. It means this is also non-uniform electric field only, no? If a strength of electric field increases, definitely it is an example of non-uniform electric field. Now what will happen if I place a dipole parallel to this electric field? Can you say what will happen? Body will act. Body means this dipole will accelerate. In which direction it will accelerate, can you say? In the direction of electric field. What is the reason? What is the reason? Okay, dipole moment is definitely in this direction. So electric field strength is increasing. So this is negative charge, this is positive charge. So this dipole you are saying it will accelerate. Very good. It will accelerate in which direction? In the direction of electric field, opposite to the direction of electric field. Okay, I will write one more condition. One more condition is this is electric field which is again increasing. Clear, ma? Now I will place a dipole like this. So this is my negative charge. This is my positive charge. Clear, ma? Both are separated by a distance of 2a. Now in this condition, in this direction. Why? Why? Can you say what is the reason? What you are saying is correct, but what is the reason that I want to calculate? That I want to analyze. What is the reason? Okay, ma? See here, charges are equal, no? Charges are equal. Clear? So here force experienced by positive charge, it will be in which direction? Force experienced by positive charge will be in which direction? In the direction of electric field, no? So let it be F1. Clear? Or F1 dash. Similarly, negative charge will experience force in which direction? Negative force will experience force in this direction. Let it be F2 dash. Now can you say magnitude of F1 dash is greater or magnitude of F2 dash is greater? Which one is greater? F1 dash is greater. Can you say what is the reason? Magnitude of F1 dash is greater than magnitude of F2 dash. What is the reason? Because here electric field is increasing, no? Here there is a less amount of electric field. Here there is more amount of electric field. If electric field strength increases, force also increases. What is the reason? Force formula is what? Force is Q into E, no? Force is equals to Q into E. So here electric field is E1, here electric field is E2. They are not equal. E2 is greater than E1. That is what we are saying, no? Electric field strength is increasing. If electric field strength increases, E2 will be greater than E1. If E2 is greater than E1, definitely F2 should be greater than F1. That's all, Rama. F2 should be greater than F1. So here force experienced by positive charge will be greater when compared to force experienced by negative charge in opposite direction. So therefore total dipole will accelerate in this direction. With how much acceleration it will accelerate? A is equals to F2 dash minus F1 dash divided by M. With this much of acceleration, dipole will accelerate in this direction. Will it rotate, ma? It will not rotate. Why it will not rotate? Because a torque is not produced here. Forces are parallel to the direction of electric field, no? Rotation is not possible. Clear? Now here can you say what will happen? So electric field is increasing in this direction. We are placing a dipole like this. Now what will happen to this dipole? Which charge will experience greater force? Negative charge. Negative charge will experience force in this direction, no, ma? So let this force be F1. Clear? F1 dash. Positive charge will experience force in which direction? Positive charge will experience force in this direction. Let it be F2 dash. Now out of these two, which one is a greater force? This is a greater force. Magnitude of F1 dash is greater than magnitude of F2 dash. What is the reason? Because here electric field is E1, here electric field is E2. E2 is definitely greater than E1, no? Because electric field strength is increasing. So E2 is greater than E1. If E2 is greater than E1, definitely I can say here what is the force I have assumed? F1. F1 is greater than F2. Clear, Nama? So what will be the net force? Net force will be in which direction? Net force will be in the direction of F1 dash. So this total dipole will accelerate in which direction? Total dipole will accelerate in the direction of net force. Clear? Here what is the net force? A net. Net acceleration is equals to F1 dash minus F2 dash magnitude divided by M. Clear? Where M is the total mass of both the charges. Clear? So they will accelerate in this direction. Are you able to understand, ma? That's all. Make a note up to here. Clear? So theoretical questions can be asked. F net is equals to F1 dash minus F2 dash, or magnitude wise just I can write F net is equals to F1 minus F2. Clear, ma? So F net is equals to force. How I can write? Force can be written as Q into E, no, ma? So what is this one? E1. What is E1? Electric field at this position. Clear, no, ma? And similarly here let electric field be E2. Clear? So Q into E1 minus F2 means Q into E2. Clear? So this is the net force. So therefore Q into E1 minus E2. I can write like this, no? Clear, ma? So now further what I can do? So Q into E1 minus E2. So I will multiply it and divide by 2A. What is meant by 2A here? 2A means what? 2a means the distance between these two electric fields, these two dipoles, what you call charges, no? So therefore, F net can also be written as Q into 2a, clear ma, multiplied by E1 minus E2 divided by 2a. I can write like this, no? So therefore, F net can also be written as Q into 2a is what? P. Q into 2a is called dipole moment, no? So P. P into E1 minus E2 divided by 2a. This is how I can write. Are you able to understand, ma? So this is another method of finding net force acting on the dipole. Clear? So F net is equals to P into E2 minus E1 divided by 2a. Clear? Okay. Similarly, same equation I can write in differential form also. Clear? Same equation in differential form, how I can write? In differential form, clear ma? I can write like this. So F net is equals to P into dE divided by dx. Can I write like this? Clear ma? F net is equals to P into dE divided by dx. What is meant by dE divided by dx? dE means change in electric field, no? dE means change in electric field. What is dx? Distance. That is what is happening here, no? So 2a is the distance between negative charge and positive charge. What is E1 minus E2? The difference of magnitudes of electric field. It means with respect to distance, electric field is changing, no? With respect to distance, electric field is changing. So definitely I can write in differential form. Clear ma? So net force experienced by the dipole is dipole moment multiplied by change of electric field divided by change of distance. So I can write like this also. Clear ma? Come on. So this is the mathematical expression of sense ma? So two charges are present, QA and QB. Their locations are given. Then what is the total charge? First question. Electric dipole moment of these two charges is how much? Can you answer? Okay ma? So first one, total charge is how much? Total charge is QA plus QB, no? QA plus QB. QA is how much? 2.5 into 10 power minus 7. QB is how much? Minus 2.5 into 10 power minus 7. Total will become 0. That's all, no? Okay. So next one, dipole moment. Okay. So how these charges are arranged, you see here. So first charge is present on negative z-axis. Clear ma? And another charge is present on positive z-axis. It means both of them are present in the same axis only. One is present on positive z-axis, another one is present on negative z-axis. Okay. So if this is my z-axis and if this is my origin, so one charge is present here. Which charge? QB is present here. Clear nama? QA is present at what distance? So this is z-axis. Z-axis. Clear ma? So let it be y-axis, let it be x-axis. Clear? Now QA is present here at a distance of minus 15 centimeters from the origin. This is present at a distance of plus 15 centimeters from the origin. This is the position of QA. Clear? Now can you say what is the total distance between them? Total distance between them, 2A, is equal to 30 centimeters only, no? So from here plus 15 plus here, from here also minus 15. So total is plus 30. That is 30 centimeters is the distance between them. Clear? So therefore, what is the formula for dipole moment? Dipole moment is equals to P dash is equals to Q into 2A dash, or just I will write P is equals to Q into 2A. So P is equals to, each charge is how much? Each charge is 2.5 into 10 power minus 7. 2A. 2A is the distance between the charges, no? 30 centimeters. 30 centimeters in SI system. So 0.3 meters. That's all, Nama? So that's all. That is our answer. So 2.5 into 0.3 is how much? 23 5s 3s are 75. So 0.75 into 0.75 into 10 power minus 7. Clear ma? So this is the dipole moment. Clear? So what will be the unit of this one? Coulombs into meter. The unit of charge is coulombs, unit of distance is meters. So coulombs into meters will be our unit. Are you able to understand ma? Now what about direction? This dipole moment is present in which direction, can you say? What is the direction of dipole moment? Dipole moment will be always directed from negative charge to positive charge. This will be the direction of dipole moment. Are you able to understand ma? Dipole moment direction is always from negative charge to positive charge. Clear? That's all. Make a note of this one. Okay ma? So 3 charges plus q and minus 2q are placed at the vertices of an equilateral triangle. Side of equilateral triangle is how much? Side of equilateral triangle is 2a. Okay. Then what is the dipole moment of the system? That is the question. Each side of triangle is a, no? Okay. Okay. So first of all, let us draw this equilateral triangle. Let us consider this is an equilateral triangle. Clear ma? So let us consider here plus or we will consider minus 2q charge is present. So here plus q charge is present, here also plus q charge is present. Okay. What is meant by equilateral triangle? Angle will be 60 degrees, no? And each side has how much length? Each side has a length of a. So how can I calculate the dipole moment of this system? Can you say? How can I calculate? See ma, dipole moment is two charges should be equal and opposite, no? Dipole means two charges should be equal and opposite. But here, two charges are they equal and opposite? No, this is plus q, this is minus 2q. Then what can I do? Then how can I calculate dipole moment? Can you say anybody? Can you say ma? Dipole means two equal and opposite charges should be present, no? But charges, they are not equal. Okay, they are definitely opposite. Negative charge, positive charge. But magnitudes are not equal, no? Then what can I do? Very simple. So here you split this minus 2q into minus q and minus q. I can split like this, no? This minus 2q I can split into minus q and minus q. So that is, I can divide charge like this. So this is minus q. This is another minus q. Clear, no ma? Now they are arranged in an equilateral triangle like this. Are you able to understand ma? So here I have plus q and here also I have plus q. That's all. No? So therefore this is minus q, this is also minus q. Two equal and opposite charges, no? Now what is the direction of dipole moment? Direction of dipole moment will be from negative charge to positive charge. So this is P1 dash. That's all, no? And this is another dipole, no? Minus q and plus q. So this is another dipole moment which is called as P2 dash. Clear? Now what is the angle between them? Angle between them is 60 degrees. That's all, no? And what is the magnitudes of P1 and P2? P1 dash is equals to P2 dash magnitude is equals to charge is q. Distance between the charges is how much? A. So q into A. This is the dipole moment of each combination. But these two dipoles, they are present at what angle? They are present at an angle of 60 degrees. So net dipole moment, how can I calculate? If two equal vectors, no? Magnitudes of vectors are equal. If magnitudes of vectors are equal and they are separated by an angle of theta, then what is the resultant vector? Many times we have studied. Resultant vector will be 2p cos theta by 2. This is the formula, no? In which condition I can use this formula? When two vectors are having equal magnitude and they are separated by an angle of theta. Magnitudes are equal, no? Each dipole moment is q into 2a. This is also q into 2a. This is also q into 2a. And they are separated by what angle? Theta. So therefore, total dipole moment will be 2p cos theta divided by 2. And what will be the net resultant dipole moment? Net resultant dipole moment will be in this direction, which is called p dash. Are you able to understand? Ma? So therefore, now calculate this one. So 2 into p value is how much? Let it be p1. P1 is how much? Q into a into cos 60 divided by 2. Cos 60 divided by 2 is how much? Cos 30. So Q2 into Q into a into cos 30. Cos 30 value is root 3 divided by 2. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So net dipole moment is root 3 into QA. This is how what I can write. Root 3 into QA. Or same root 3 into QA I can write root 3 into magnitude of P1 dash, or I can write root 3 into magnitude of P2 dash. I can write like this also, because P1 and P2 they are equal, no? That's all, Rama. P1, P2 they are equal and it is equals to Q into A. So this is my total dipole moment. Have you understood up to here? Come on, make a note of this one.